Argentina is in an economic crisis again. The country has spent one-third of the past 70 years in recession, defaulted 8 times, 3 of which occurred in this century. Last year, the International Monetary Fund loaned $57.1 billion to Argentina. It was the largest loan it had ever given to a country. But only 15 months after the bailout, the country is back in a crisis. The primary elections in Argentina, which took place on August 11, has been a defining moment for the country's economy. Argentina's stock market, Merval, lost 48% the next day, and since the start of the year, the Argentinian peso tumbled around 33% against the US dollar. Following a $3 billion wipeout of official reserves in just 2 business days, the government announced capital controls, which put restrictions on ordinary people as well as companies. Individuals are now limited to buying no more than $10,000 a month, and companies need to get permission from the Central Bank of Argentina to buy foreign currency or precious metals and to transfer that money abroad. But what happened in the primaries to trigger all of this? Voters handed a big win to Alberto Fernandez, a rival of incumbent President Mauricio Macri. Fernandez beat Macri by a margin of 15 percentage points. When Macri came into power in 2015, he promised to revive the economy. And the IMF helped him to do that with the record bailout. But the bailout came with austerity measures that ordinary people had to bear the brunt of. Fernandez has campaigned on promises to raise salaries and reverse policies adopted by Macri.
Argentines are taking billions out of the bank accounts because they do not know how the next government is going to finance their program, which they say they're going to put money in people's pockets. But from how? Where? How are you going to do that? No one knows.
According to government figures, 25% of the population was poor in 2017. But now, estimates put the number at 35%, so there was a 10% increase in poverty in a very short period of time. There have been massive protests demanding subsidies, food and other things people need. But even if Fernandez wins the presidential election on October 27, no one really knows how he's going to finance those promises.
The country basically now is in a situation where it cannot finance itself. It constantly runs into current account deficits. The budget deficit of the government is almost always in deficit as well, which sucks up huge amounts of capital that otherwise would have been invested in the private sector for productive ends.
Argentina's credit rating was downgraded by all 3 of its main agencies, and a survey suggests that there is a 55% probability of default within 1 year. Will Argentina ever be able to fix its economic woes?